The president did acknowledge he campaigned on groceries, but millions of families are now bracing for higher prices tonight. What we found at the grocery store, the appliance store, and at the auto lot. Matt Gupman on how this could affect so many of you at home.
Tonight, Americans are bracing after voters made it clear in November inflation and high prices were the top issue. Now they're fearful prices are going to get worse, not better, on everything from cars to clothes, electronics to groceries. And like millions of Americans, Susan Linder is retired and on a fixed income.
We're terrified, really. And it makes no sense. I mean, look at the stock market today. It makes no sense that these tariffs have gone into effect.
Those tariffs will mean higher costs at the supermarket on produce not grown here and on coffee, chocolate, and other items. Something else to look out for, seafood. The USDA says 80% of seafood consumed in the U.S. comes from high tariff countries, places like Vietnam, Indonesia, India, Canada, Chile. So that could rise. Tonight, analysts say these new tariffs could cost an average American family of four up to $7,200 extra a year. It was just 24 hours ago, the president acknowledging he campaigned by talking about groceries.
It's such an old-fashioned term, but a beautiful term, groceries. It sort of says a bag with different things in it. Groceries went through the roof, and I campaigned on that.
For this father of three, it's not old-fashioned. It's a real concern with prices set to go higher. We're going to start feeling the pinch pretty soon, right?
We're feeling it now, you know. I go in there, I see the prices. I try to act like they don't exist, and I just try to work harder.
Almost every industry feeling the pinch. This appliance store in Norwood, Massachusetts hopes to absorb some of the costs.
If there are increases in price, you know, they'll see if the manufacturer can absorb some of them too. You know, really just to keep the cost down for the consumer.
And this Toyota dealership in Palm Beach, Florida, is trying to hold out too.
They would be able to absorb, sustain a period of time, you know, with these without really passing it along to consumers.
But at David Dion's furniture store in L.A., he says he'll have to pass on at least some of the costs to the consumer.
If you had to absorb more of the tariff and not pass it on to consumers, could you stay in business?
No, I will get out of business. There is no way I can absorb this kind of cost.
And David, as we just saw, some of those businesses will try to absorb the cost, but the reality is, from furniture to appliances, from cars to groceries, it's consumers who will have to bear the burden of those tariffs. David.
We're just 24 hours in, and we're going to stay on this. Matt Gupman with us tonight. Matt, thank you.